Hello students, today we are going to discuss about some basic geometrical ideas. So let us start with different terminology. So let us come to the first term, that is plane. So let us see what do we mean by plane. Okay. So let me write the definition first, then I will explain you the concept. So a plane is a flat, smooth surface which extends indefinitely in all the directions. So what is plane? Plane is basically a flat surface, smooth flat surface which we can extend indefinitely in all the directions. So let us take some examples of planes, like the surface of the tabletop. Okay, so that is smooth surface. Okay, and we can extend it in all the directions. The other examples are like the floor of your room, or the ceiling of your room, the wall, or the desktop. It can be a paper of the sheet. Okay, so these are the some examples of plane. So now we are going to explain another term, that is called point. So what is point? So a point is a mark of location. So when we made anything on a paper, we just put a dot like this. So that is the point. So you can understand, you can see that point doesn't have any width, any length, or it doesn't have any height, right? So points are normally denoted by capital letters, capital alphabet. Like, let us draw some point. Let us consider this point and name it like A. So let us consider another point, that is B, or some another point, that is C. So we can call it like point A, point B, or point C. Okay. So now let me show you what is collinear points. So collinear points are those points where three or more points that lie on the same line. So let us draw a picture on that. Let us take this line and now draw some points on top of it. So line we know, so line is we can extend it in any direction. Now let us consider different points: A, point B, point C, point D, point E. So we can see that these 5 points, that is A, B, C and D and E, are all the collinear points, and the line that is passing through all the collinear points, this line is called line of collinearity. Okay, clear so far? So here we can tell that, okay, this line AE, so this line AE is the line of collinearity. Okay. Now we will learn about line segment. So what is line segment? So it's basically the straight path connecting two points in the plane. Sorry, my mistake. It should be plane. So let us draw a line segment. So this is point, let us consider this at point A and this as point B. So AB is the line segment. So we can clearly see that line segment has two endpoints, right? And also since it has two endpoints, so it has a definite length which we can measure it, correct? Now we will learn about the topic ray. What is ray? So ray is basically a line segment, we can call it a line segment, which we can extend it indefinitely in one direction. So a ray extended indefinitely in one direction. So let us draw one ray over here. So there should be one end point, or we can call it a starting point or initial point, and it has no end point. So that's why we have marked it with the arrow symbol. Arrow indicates that it can go to any extent, right? So let us give the name of this initial point as A, and if we mark any point means on this line any point B, so this ray will be denoted as AB, and we on top of it we have to put the arrow. So this arrow indicates that it is a ray. So look at the difference between the line segment. So line segment is just a line, so we can also denote with AB, or we can also put a line on top of it, but for ray, to denote ray, we have to use the arrow symbol so that it can, and we can understand that, okay, so this is the ray. So now let us learn about line. So what is line? Line is basically where we can extend indefinitely in both the directions. So the difference between line and ray is that in ray it extends in one direction, and it has one endpoint, but in line it doesn't have any endpoint, so we can extend in both the direction. So now let us write the definition of the line. So what is line? A line is a line segment extended indefinitely in both directions. Correct? So line, we can represent it like this. It doesn't have any end point, so we can extend it in any direction. So we will use arrow in both the direction, and if we take 2 points on this line, so we can denote the line as AB, and on top of it we will use both the arrow. Okay, so this indicates that this is a line. So when we have one arrow, that indicates ray, and if it doesn't specify anything, that indicates the line segment, because that has a definite length. But here if you can take a look that it doesn't have any definite length, because it can be extended to any directions, right? Also sometimes we can call it, like if we name it with a small l, we can call it like line L or line M. So we can use small letter alphabets. So now let us see the different type of lines. So first one is intersecting lines. So what is that intersecting lines? So intersecting line means where two lines they meet at a common point, when they are intersecting at a common point. So that is called the intersecting lines. So if two lines have a common point, they are called intersecting lines. So let us draw two lines. Let us draw this line, name it like L, and another line, can call it like M, and let us give this point as O. So this is called the point of intersection. So this O point is called the point of intersection, and this L and M, these lines are the intersecting lines. Okay, now the second variations of lines are parallel lines. So what is that parallel lines? Parallel lines are those lines which will never meet. Okay, how far we are extending it, but it will never meet. So those type of lines are called parallel lines. So two or more lines do not intersect each other, however far they are extended. Okay, like we can take one example like railway track. Okay, so railway track, if you can see, railway track, they never miss each other, right? It keeps on going. So let us draw true lines. L and M. So we can clearly say that here they will never meet each other. So these two are called parallel lines. Okay, now if we draw this line, though you can see in this picture they are not meeting, they are not intersecting each other, but if we extend it to some certain distance, then you can see that they are meeting at a certain point. So this is not a parallel line. Hope this concept is clear now. Now there is another type of line that is called concurrent line. So what is concurrent lines? Concurrent lines are when three or more lines, if they all pass through a same point, that is called the concurrent line. So three or more lines pass through the same point. So let us draw some lines over here. This is line L, line M, now line P. Let us draw one more line, Q. Okay, they are meeting each other at point O. Let us name it O. Okay, so this point O is called point of concurrence. So in this point all the lines are meeting. Okay, so this is the concurrent lines. So what we have done today, we have learned about the plane, what it's plane, then we have learned about the point, and then we learned line segment, ray and lines, and we have also learned about different types of lines like intersecting lines, parallel lines and concurrent lines. So hope you have understood this concept now clearly. So if you want more kind of videos like this, if you want to learn more about the maths, okay, please do watch my videos and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, then you will get updated to all my videos. Hope you will enjoy this video. Okay, bye bye. Hello students, so let us I hope you have understood my previous video about different points like collinear points, non-collinear points, about the intersecting lines, concurrent lines, right? So parallel lines. So now based on that, let us solve this question. So you can see this diagram, this figure, and here you need to find 5 information. That is, you have to find 4 collinear points, then we need to find 3 non-collinear points, then your 4 pair of intersecting lines, and next in D you have to find 3 concurrent lines, and then 3 lines whose point of intersection is P. So let us solve this question one by one. Okay, so let us take about point A. So 4 collinear points. So here we know that collinear points is which points lies on the same line. So here we need to find 4 points that lies on the same line. So we can think of 4 points APRB or CQSD. So we can think of a pair at CQSD. You can write this pair, okay, or you can write the other pair is A, P, R and B. Clear? Now the second point. Second point is you have to find 3 non-collinear points. So non-collinear points means which points doesn't lie on the same line. So here if you take a look that point A, point Q and point B, you can take any other points also, okay, like P, S, B. You can take any example, okay, which lines, 3 points which doesn't lie on the same line. So let us, I'm taking here point A, Q and B, or you can take P, S, R. There are other points also, you can take any one, okay. Now, so this is done. Now let us solve this one, 4 pairs of intersecting lines. So we need to find intersecting line means where it is intersecting at a common point, right? So 4 pairs we need to find out. So let us take a look at the figure. So we can clearly see that line AB and PQ, they are intersecting at point P. So one pair is AB. So since this is line, so I am giving both side arrow PQ. So this is one pair. Now what are the other pairs? Like we can see that AB and RS is meeting at point R over here. So AB, RS is this intersecting line. What are the other points? So other lines we can think of like CD. So this line CD and PQ, they are intersecting at point Q. So CD and PQ, right? So we got 3 intersecting lines. Let us find the other one, like this one, CD and RS. So CD and RS. Clear? There is another line also, like you can see that AB and PS. AB and PS also, they are intersecting at point P. Even the same goes for your CD and RS we already explained, right? So these are the intersecting lines. Since they have asked for 4, you can write any 4, okay. Now let us find about the 3 concurrent lines. So we know that what is concurrent lines, which passes when 3 or more lines passes through a same point, right? So let us find which lines are passing through the same point. So it should be more than 3 or more than 3, okay. So we need to find that 3 points, 3 lines. So 3 lines like AB, we can see that we can consider this AB, line AB, then line PQ or line PS. Another way we can think of, there is another line, that is line CD, okay. Line CD is better to take this line CD, line RS and line PS. So we can tell that line CD, RS and line PS. So these are the 3 concurrent lines. Now the last question, 3 lines whose point of intersection is P. So can you tell me whose point of intersection is P? So here we can clearly see that AB, PQ, this line and PS. So in the previous example, in the previous 3 concurrent lines, we can take this example also, like they are meeting at point P, right? So we can write the other one, that is AB, then PQ and PS. So you can take any one, you can write any one. And for this question you have to write this pair only, because here they have mentioned about the particular intersection point. So we have to write AB PQ and PS. Hope you have understood this. Okay. So see you. Bye bye.